say there are no solutions. Things like oak wilt, rose rosette, crepe myrtle bark scale, and fungal canker on Italian cypress. Join me every Sunday morning, 8 to 11, right here on 660 AM, The Answer.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. An already hot summer is going to get warmer still with the heat of battle. Conservatives are battling for everything. You know we are. We have a Republican president, Republican Congress, and yet still everything is a struggle. Let's get these things done by doing business with a company that shares our values. Patriot Mobile. 1-800-A-PATRIOT, patriotmobile.com/Mark. Why is this important? Because your cell phone company, if it's one of the big mobile companies I could name, they gave millions to Hillary, Nancy Pelosi's cronies, gun grabbers, border softies. If that's okay with you, great. If not, switch on over. And when you switch to Patriot Mobile at 1-800-A-PATRIOT or patriotmobile.com/Mark, when you do, know that any contributions they make will go to conservative causes and candidates. You get the same phone selection, great service, save some money. So switch on over now. I feel great being a Patriot Mobile customer, getting conservative goals closer to reality. 1-800-A-PATRIOT, 1-800-A-PATRIOT, or patriotmobile.com/Mark. patriotmobile.com/Mark.
Hey, remember the mortgage meltdown of 2008? Have you tried to get a mortgage since then and been turned down? Or maybe you haven't even tried because your credit score is stuck at 585, or your tax returns have too many write-offs. Well, Cash Call Mortgage has great news for you. We've just introduced programs for people who've been told no. And what's doubly exciting is that we can solve your mortgage problems with no closing costs, no points, title, escrow, and no fees.
Wait, Cash Call, are you saying you now have credit and income-solving mortgages with no closing costs? Are you kidding?
You heard right. A credit or income-solving loan with no closing costs. Call 855-875-CASH, and we'll work with you to solve your mortgage issues. Make the Cash Call at 855-875-CASH.
First mortgages, Impact Mortgage Corp., DBA Cash Call Mortgage, One City Boulevard, Orange, California, 92868, NMLS 128231. Equal housing lender, not licensed in all states, not available in Washington State. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing, terms, and restrictions.
That's 855-875-CASH.
When Capitol police officers shot and killed the gunman who was firing on a group of congressmen in Virginia, we once again saw hero officers in action.
I know this House wants to state unequivocally that we are, as ever, awed by the tremendous bravery of the Capitol Police.
This is Mike Gallagher. Please support law enforcement. Donate to Gallagher's Army, the Fallen Officer Fund. Just go to Gallagher'sArmy.org or call 888-99-I-GIVE. That's Gallagher'sArmy.org or call 888-99-I-GIVE. Thank you.
Hi, this is Larry Patterson with Glass Doctor. If you're using a contractor to restore hail damage to your home, insist on them using the specialist at Glass Doctor for any glass or window damage. Many contractors use a fly-by-night glass company with no warranty. Your insurance company will only pay once to get the work done, so get it done right. With a lifetime warranty, only from the specialists at Glass Doctor. To see how quick and easy it is, visit glassdoctor.com today.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your paint. Oh, yeah.
Learn a little something at the start of your day. The Mark Davis Show. Mornings 7 to 10 on 660 AM. The Answer. The Wells Report is on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. 866-660-5759. I need a leftist, progressive, anti-American thug to join me and explain why it is that we have to have the government involved in our healthcare to begin with. And Will showed up. Will, thanks very much for joining us. Hi.
Yeah, I took that bait. I'll admit to that. So Why is the government supposed to be involved in healthcare? Number of reasons. First of all, healthcare is a human right.
No, it isn't.
Say again?
It is not. Why do you say
yes,
that?
Yes, it is.
Where do you get that?
You have no equal protection right or right to life. If your healthcare, health and life is contingent on your wealth, on your personal wealth, you have no equal right to life, period.
Of course I do.
No, you don't.
Of course I do. Absolutely I do. See, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand why people think that their health care is a right. That is, now I'll go this far with you, Will. If you think it should be a right, if you think it should be a part of the American experience, you need to go out and you need to legislate for that.
We already did.
Well, except we didn't. Except we didn't.
We actually
okay,
did.
So
that would be the Affordable Care Act.
Did it work?
The Republican Party wants to take away.
Did it work?
Yes, absolutely.
How? Okay, so when they first started it, I'm just asking questions. I'm not trying to be a jerk. When they first started, they said 48 million people didn't have health insurance. Turns out that 30 million people don't want health insurance, and no matter what you do, they're not going to have anything to do with it. These are all news articles, by the way. So that leaves 18 million people that were actually helped by Obamacare. In order to do that, how many trillions of dollars did we spend?
I mean, trillions
I don't know.
That is not a bill.
What is the cost?
First of all, the Affordable Care Act is deficit neutral. That is
how could it possibly be deficit neutral when the president spent $9.7 trillion?
Yeah, and how much revenue do they take in over that exact period of time? The CBO can show you it was more than what we spent.
Well, considering no, I'm afraid not. Considering that the national debt is now $20 trillion. The
national debt has nothing to do with the Affordable Care Act, and the CBO has scored the Affordable Care Act against the national debt. It shows that and Republican plan would increase it. And the next CBO report on the Senate bill is going to show exactly the same thing.
That is because it is not going to account for anything in the economy, any economic reactions to it. See, that's the problem with the CBO.
The CBO would strongly disagree with you on that. No. Because that is their entire mission.
No, that's the problem with the CBO. The CBO cannot go forward and estimate economic growth.
Naturally, like usual, you just divert to, I disagree with the facts.
Okay, so you don't believe, let me cut to the chase because the music's playing. So you don't believe that Obamacare has been a failure. You think it's fine.
No, I wouldn't say it's fine. It definitely hasn't been
what does it need?
In good condition under Republican stewardship since they took over the House.
So what does it need? It needs more money?
Well, we could go into a longer conversation about that, but I think that you don't have the time for me on that.
Well, hang on a second. Don't go anywhere. I'm just trying to figure out what we do next. I mean, if Obamacare has been badly handled by the Republicans, and if that's the only problem, let's find out a little bit more next on the Wells Report on 660 AM The Answer.
Mike Gallagher, The Mike Gallagher Show.
I was encouraging you to go out and vote on Georgia's 6th, but something else happened yesterday. There's something that I think is a little bit unanticipated. This has been a huge game changer for President Trump. Momentum is important. He has had a lot of wins at his face. Suddenly, he's got some wind at his back.
The Mike Gallagher Show, weekday mornings at 10, right before Dennis Prager at noon on 660 AM. The Answer.
Fruits and vegetables in a capsule? Really? Let me get this straight. Over 10 servings of 31 different 100% pure fruits and veggies every day, no fillers, no additives, in vegetarian capsules at a cost of about 20 cents per serving? Do you want to know more? And why wouldn't you? Tune in this Saturday at 1 o'clock p.m. for the Balance of Nature Show. Everything you need to know in a capsule. That's this Saturday at 1 o'clock p.m. You don't want to miss this one.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML mortgage banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Warning. If you've recently declared bankruptcy, you're going to want to cover your ears, because there's an alternative to bankruptcy, and it could be better than you'd ever think possible. But if you've already declared bankruptcy and have missed this opportunity, you'll want to cover your ears now. Here it is. Right now, the company that has resolved more credit card debt than anyone in the U.S. may be able to settle your debt too. You could resolve your debt with one low monthly program payment. If you call right now and qualify, Freedom Debt Relief will show you how low your monthly program payment could be for free. Call now, 1-800-600-7115. That's 1-800-600-7115. If you're struggling with debt, this could be your answer. And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now, 1-800-600-7115. 1-800-600-7115. 1-800-600-7115.
Ready to replace that lumpy old mattress? This time make it a Sovereign European mattress system. What you'll find is a healthier, more durable, more comfortable mattress at a very reasonable price. How reasonable? King-size mattresses start at $2,300, and with 0% interest for 12 months, that's about $6 a day. Priced below all those premium mattresses on the market, and even though you're getting a better bed, you're not paying more for it. Sovereign European Sleep Systems in Dallas and South Lake. Learn more at sovn.com.
If you're retired or retiring soon and not happy with your investment strategy or the advice you've been given, don't miss this special edition free Money Matters Retirement Seminar. Choose 1 p.m. Saturday in the Money Matters building in Plano or Thursday, June 29th, Hilton, Arlington. Learn to plan for retirement income, how to take advantage of stock market gains when possible, while helping protect your portfolio from a crash, how to help make your money last through retirement, plus much more. Reserve at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net, or call 800-994-0302.
If you're over 50, a current or former smoker, or have diabetes and are experiencing leg pain or foot ulcers, it could be a sign of something serious. It could be PAD. Call the PAD specialists at Lamb Vascular and Associates today at 972-362-5779. Dr. Lamb has been on the Super Doctors list multiple years in a row and performed almost 10,000 peripheral interventions to date. Make an appointment now. Lamb Vascular. Experience, innovation, compassion. 972-362-5779 or lambvascular.com.
Sean Hannity here for my friends at Generator Supercenter, the great American story. Now, this started in 2005 with two brothers selling and repairing generators out of their garage in Texas. Today, they are the #1 Generac dealer in the nation. #1 means more savings for you. When the power goes down, keep your home or business up and running with a Generac standby power system from the Generator Supercenter. Financing available, payments as low as $100 a month. GeneratorSupercenter.com. That's GeneratorSupercenter.com.
Saying I don't know is no longer acceptable. This is 660 AM, The Answer. If it's important to you, it's on the Wells Report on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. His name is Will. I am a tall, handsome, charismatic, loving, patriotic American. Will is on the phone from Dallas, Texas. He is an anti-American leftist political thug from the progressive ranks of American politics. Is that that's a fair description of both of us, Will?
Yeah, we've already gone over that, and the answer is obviously no.
I'm playing.
Oh, I know. You're
okay,
so
you're
so sweet to me.
I am just as sweet as human. Give me an example of anybody else doing this kind of radio that allows you to talk.
Well, Well, I suspect you have ulterior motives on that.
I don't have an ulterior motive. I really don't.
Well, that's fine.
See, I'm trying to figure out.
You
You said that Obamacare doesn't cost anything. It's basically cost neutral. As of March, listen. Just listen to this. Yeah. How much money do we spend on it? $1.207 trillion over between 2016 and 2025. That's how much it costs. That works out to $134 billion per year. Okay? If you divide,
that's a pretty good deal for 24 million people getting health coverage, if you ask me.
Well, you do realize, of course, that we went to the moon for $34 billion less than that, right?
Okay, are you accounting for inflation here?
Yeah, I am. These are real numbers.
That's fine.
These are real numbers.
Fine.
Okay, so
that's fine. Why is
whoa? Let me finish.
Let me
finish. It's 18 million people. It's not 23 million people. And you know what we could do? What we could do instead of giving these people with the money that we're spending on Obamacare, we could give everybody that all these people that you say are not being insured, we could give them $7,450.61 every year. We just give them that money.
Well, I am not exactly familiar with the details of that.
You can go to ObamacareFacts.com. That's where I got these numbers.
I don't know what that site is, and I don't know how much I want to trust it. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make,
I think it's on your side, brother.
The point I'm trying to make here is if that plan can actually accomplish the goals that Obamacare has accomplished or better, then let's talk about that plan and let's see if we can really do that. I am totally in favor of a discussion.
Why not just
but what
get the
I
government?
don't like is the black and white, super partisan. We have to destroy Obamacare because it's the Democrats, because we have to blame it on the Democrats, and that's going to make life better.
I don't think that's issue. The thing about it is the Democrats are responsible for Obamacare.
Are the Republicans.
No, the Republicans didn't have anything to do with Obamacare.
They contributed dozens of amendments in the law as
they did not contribute anything to it at all.
They were on every single committee hearing over the course
They did not. There was not one vote for the plan by the Republicans.
That's
not
fine.
one vote.
That's fine. Have they been in control of Congress since 2015? January?
Yes, under an idea of getting rid of Obamacare the whole time.
Did they take an oath to faithfully execute the law?
Yes.
Okay, then why are they completely absolved of accountability for how the law functions under their leadership?
Because they're sore at the way you guys handled the Defense of Marriage Act.
So their hurt feelings allow them to harm the American people because the Democrats did something that you don't like.
Slow down. Take a breath.
Hang on.
Take a breath. I was kidding. It was a joke.
Okay.
So what you have to understand is this. Okay. With all that having been said,
all right,
we're only talking about 18 million people.
Only 18 million. Even that is a galling.
But you do realize, of course, that everyone would be able to. The reason that we have high health care is because the market is not involved in pressing the prices down. The reason the market's not involved is because none of us are paying for our own medical care.
I find it amusing that you should say that because we live in a largely private market system.
Yes, the only part of it that's not private is the medical industry. And what does that tell you about pricing?
Since when? There are private hospitals all over this country.
Yeah, I understand all that, except their payment system is not private.
Well, if you're talking about segments of their payments when it comes to being paid by government services, you are correct on that front.
Everybody except for 18, listen, everybody except for 18 million people do not pay for their health insurance.
Since when?
Their health care.
A lot of those people in that 18 million.
No, stop. Stop. These are, again, I'm using your numbers.
Okay,
there are 18 million people.
My numbers.
These are your numbers. 18 million people out of the original 48 million that was in the talking points for Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act. 18 million people are the only real people that benefited. Okay.
Only real people?
They're
Hang on
the
a second.
only
what
people.
What do you mean by real people?
Well, just stop bogging me down. But I will tell you that, remember, we went through this already. There are 48 million, 30 million Americans don't want health insurance in any way, shape, or form. They don't care. That leaves.
I don't know whether it's that they don't
that
care
is true.
or whether they can't
Whatever.
afford
They
it.
don't.
It could be a
They
number of
don't. They don't participate.
That's true.
Okay, so they don't participate. That leaves 18 million. So we turned 1/6 of the economy on its head for 18 million people.
Just like Republicans are planning on turning 1/6 of the economy on its head for 18 million people.
All I'm trying
to
that
I don't understand why you think that's an argument against me.
Actually, it works out to more something along the line of, say, they're trying to restore the government, the actual 1/6 of the economy for 115 million people. You see,
you mean? Oh wait, hang on a second. You mean that the price for those people deserves to come down at the expense of the coverage of 18 million people? That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that's the worst case scenario. But that's not actually
exactly
listen to me, please. That is not actually going to happen that way. It's not going to happen.
That's your fantasy.
But no, it's not. And here's why. But the CBO got it wrong. The CBO got Obamacare wrong from the get-go, and you know that. They missed every prediction. They missed every single prediction. The CBO blew the call.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
They did. They blew the call.
Every single prediction.
They missed every call about Obamacare.
Except those predictions did not include Republicans wiping out half of the nation when it comes to Medicaid expansion. Those predictions.
Medicaid expansion was an Obamacare thing.
On Republicans wiping out risk corridor plans, as Senator Marco Rubio crowed about.
Nothing has happened yet, dude. You got to listen here. You got to listen. Okay, right. So on one end, we got 18 million people, which your heart is bleeding for. And on the other hand, we got 115 million people, the rest of America, who has no problem paying their health insurance. So
many of whom have pre-existing conditions.
Whatever, it doesn't make any difference. By the way, the pre-existing condition thing. Hold it. The pre-existing condition thing got fixed in the HIPAA law. That happened in the Clinton administration.
Well, you are mistaken on that.
No, I am not mistaken at all.
Government in 2008 on precisely that issue.
And it was a canard then, and it's a canard now.
I see. So now you dispute the legitimacy.
No. What I'm saying is, yes. What I'm saying is that there's already a pre-existing condition bill. It was already done. I don't know what these people were talking about.
Great.
So,
can you show that in the wall?
Yes, I can. Hang on a minute, Will. I've got to ask you one more question, then I'm gonna let you go because you're argumentative and a pain in the butt. So here's the story. But we like having you around. All right. So my point is this. I believe that if we get the government out of health insurance, return it back to the free market, let people choose to buy their own insurance. By the way, they should buy their own health insurance. Everybody's worried about portability from employer to employer. Don't let your employer buy your health insurance for you. Buy it yourself. I did that myself. It was great. I had a 70-30 plan that it was very reasonable, and it was mine. It was not beholden to anybody. I didn't have to worry about Cobra. I didn't have to worry about anything. I had to pay something like $113 a month for it. It was awesome. Okay, so the thing about it is that what we have to, and the reason we don't have that is because the government's involved in it, Will. And that's why we got to get rid of the government involved in this, and the free market will take care of all of it. Now, you get to say something.
Sure. Well, that was a lot packed in there, but just going to the prime issue here. If the free market were capable of doing that, it would have already done it. And it didn't create universal coverage for people 65 and up or people below the poverty line. And the government responds to market failure. That is the government's responsibility, and it has been during the wealthiest century in American, if not human, history.
You're right. That's true. Except the only thing about it is that I don't believe the government should have anything to do with our health care, and the VA medical system
That's
proves
fine,
it.
but you are risking a lot of people's lives based on the fantasy that you can do
then
better.
let me ask you another question, Will. Let me ask you another question. The government takes over health care. We make health care a right, just like we've done with our veterans, correct?
I don't know whether I would create the single provider system that is the VA.
Well, all I can tell you is that you don't have a government that is that finely tuned. It's a blunt instrument. Okay, so if you're going to do this, the only people in America where healthcare is a right are veterans, correct?
I don't agree with that either.
It's absolutely
65
true.
and up
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. If you are a
65 and
veteran,
up, people
if
on
you're a
Medicare,
veteran, you have to say yes on this, Will. You just have to say
I
yes
have
because
to say yes.
you have to say yes because it's true. You haven't done the homework I have.
to say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So what?
Well,
and
fine.
in the last 10 years or so, 307,000 American veterans died waiting for health care. That's a government health care system, and that's what you think we need.
Well, no, sir. You're already putting words in my mouth that are not mine. Basically, I never said a single provider system. What we support is a single payer system, or at least a public option. Why can't I buy into Medicare? I'm just asking you personally.
Why can't you buy into Medicare? I don't know. I don't have any idea.
Well, there was actually a bill by Senator Bernie Sanders to do exactly that, and it was shot down by people who were supported by the insurance industry. Now, can you tell me why the American people don't deserve to, at least have that option to compete with the private marketplace? Because surely if the private marketplace is so much better, because they would beat the public option into a poll.
Well, the thing about it is that a government that competes with the private sector ends up not doing what they bargained for and B, hurting the private sector.
It's mostly because the private sector can't compete since they're profit.
No, the private sector can't compete because the government changes the rules.
Show me where the private sector accomplished as many people insured in the 65 and up bracket prior to Medicare in any place in the world. Your choice.
France.
France did that in private sector.
That's what I mean, France.
France is a private sector.
And actually, it's the National Health Care, the National Health Service.
It's a national health service that's run by the government.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Insurance plan.
Yes, I'm saying, and you want to get into Medicare, which is a government insurance plan, dude. You're making progress, Will, but there are parts of this argument you're going to lose. And there are parts of this government, there are parts of this conversation that you can argue based on a socialist standpoint. But so far, the United States is not socialist and probably never will be. And so when I say that the private enterprise free market idea will take care of the medical bills from a standpoint of cost and everything else, that's how we buy our cars. That's how we buy our food. That's how we buy our clothing. We don't have the right to clothing in America. We don't have the right to food in America. We should not have the right to health care in America. It's ridiculous. We need to pay for it ourselves. It's what makes the boat float, especially in a capitalist, free enterprise, freedom-based country. But you're getting better, Will. Getting better, learning that you can trust me and let you say what you want to say, even if it is completely nuts. Appreciate your phone call, Will. Thank you. 866-660-5759. He's a good guy. I mean, at least he's got guts. I mean, you gotta hand it to him. 866-660-5759. You're listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer.
The Dennis Prager Show. The Dennis Prager Show.
If a fanatical Trump supporter had tried to murder as many Democratic congressmen as possible, you think Nancy Pelosi would get up there and call for unity? I don't. I think she would have gotten up there and said, this is the hate unleashed by this president.
The Dennis Prager Show. Weekdays at noon, right before Sean Hannity at 2 on 660 AM. The Answer.
Hi, everybody. Dennis Gibbs here. You know, the boat guy. Talking about boats, boating, lakes, marinas, and well, if it floats, we talk about it. The advice we give is the best you will ever hear. They call it expert advice. Between myself, Boating Royalty, Lake Level Ginger, and Brother Strick, you hear only intelligent talk. Haha. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. on 660 AM The Answer, the Big Boat and Outdoor Show, brought to you by DallasBoatsForSale.com.
Attention contact lens wearers. Hey, it's Mark Davis and my friends at Climate Evangelist Eye Center. Why are you doing the contact lens thing? Because it's better in glasses? Well, it could be. Well, here's something better in glasses and contacts. LASIK procedures from Climate Evangelist Eye Center. Ditch the glasses and the contacts and be free to see right in time for summer. BeFreeToSee.com. Check it out. Huge promotion. Big savings on LASIK as low as $3 a day. What's that? A cup of coffee? And they're going to throw in a free adventure as part of your Be Free to See summer LASIK package. Water park, zoo, laser tag, trampoline park. Pick it. You're going to love it. You're going to love your summer. You're going to love the rest of your life with Climate Evangelist Eye Center. 1-800-714-2020. 1-800-714-2020. Incredible team, great technology, great people. Have a great summer and a great rest of your life. Ditch the glasses and the contacts. 1-800-714-2020. 1-800-714-2020 or BeFreeToSee.com. BeFreeToSee.com.
Do you know what a RIA is? It's a real estate investor association, and it's where smart people go to obtain wholesale houses, obtain no money, no credit financing, meet local buyers, sellers, and investing partners, and receive local market intelligence and training. Don't buy houses retail. That's ridiculous. And please don't waste your time and money going to a get-rich-quick seminar from a traveling pitchman. Come network with local Dallas area real estate investors that are just getting started or taking it to the next level. Come join the largest real estate investor network in Texas. We meet on Tuesday, June 27th at 6 p.m. at the Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine. And you can register to attend for free by calling 800-717-3320. This month's topic is how to buy houses without using banks. Call 800-717-3320. Write it down. That's 800-717-3320 to attend any of our upcoming meetings and receive a valuable Texas real estate training program for free. Brought to you by the Dallas Real Estate Investment Association.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
When Capitol police officers shot and killed the gunman who was firing on a group of congressmen in Virginia, we once again saw hero officers in action.
I know this House wants to state unequivocally that we are, as ever, awed by the tremendous bravery of the Capitol Police.
This is Mike Gallagher. Please support law enforcement. Donate to Gallagher's Army, the Fallen Officer Fund. Just go to Gallagher'sArmy.org or call 888-99-I-GIVE. That's Gallagher'sArmy.org or call 888-99-I-GIVE. Thank you.
94.9 KLTY Celebrate Freedom 27 from Interstate Batteries.
A day of fun for your family with Crowder, Matthew West, Britt Nicole, Holland, and more.
Saturday, June 24th at South Fork Ranch. Get your official Celebrate Freedom 27 memorabilia and more at CelebrateFreedom.com.
Sponsored by Interstate Batteries, Dallas Baptist University, Feed My Starving Children, Cornerstone Staffing, Care Now, Splash Kingdom, North Texas Chevy Dealers, and 94.9 KLTY.
660 AM. 660 AM. The Answer. 660 AM. TheAnswer.com. Now, by popular demand, The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
I just got a tweet from Scott Taylor who said, I'm getting a flat spot on my forehead. Slapping. John in Dallas, welcome to The Wells Report. Hello.
John David, I know your voice. This is your mother.
Well, hello.
So listen, I just always wanted to say it. I'm calling about that last caller that thinks that old people can't get help. They can.
Yeah.
But if it's something catastrophic, they're not going to help you. They'll kill you. I've seen it twice with my friends. I'm 70 years old. We'll be in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And they really don't want to care for you. My one friend, he just turned 65. He got a big cancer on his neck, swelled up like a golf ball. He went in there and they told him it was inoperable. They didn't even try to help him. They strapped him down in the hospital and shot him full of morphine until he died a month later.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend had a stroke or something. They don't know whether she fell and hit her head.
Yeah.
But she was unconscious. She was brain dead for 15 days. She was laying there in the bed with her tongue hanging out the side of her mouth like a dead dog. And finally, when they found out that her family was not going to pay her bill, she died that very day. Now, I'm 70. And I can get health care. I don't get much. I go and they pay my copay. They pay my doctor bill. I've got Medicaid and Medicare. I barely go to the doctor. When I went to Parkland in Dallas, they would charge me like $300 or $400 just to take my blood pressure and my temperature. And
yeah, you're listening to. I'm sorry, I got to go, John. You're listening to the Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
Hi, this is Andy Tuttle, host of Tuttle Talk every Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. right here on 660 AM. The Answer. We're in a real estate market where there's a lot of difficulty, but in difficulty, there's a lot of opportunity as well. Buying, selling, avoiding foreclosure, modifying your credit, all these things are so important to your livelihood. This show is dedicated to cutting through some of the big headlines that you see out there and teaching you how to win in any marketplace. Thank you for tuning in to Tuttle Talk every Sunday, 4 p.m. on 660 AM. The Answer. I look forward to speaking with you.
Are you tired of exposing your retirement to stock market risk? Are you tired of paying high fees and commission even when you lose your money? How would you like to have guaranteed growth and a lifetime of income you could never outlive? Then join Brian Baker for the Smart Money Radio Show every Saturday at 5 p.m. Brian is an expert and can give you the answers to those questions and will teach you how to be smart with your money. That's Smart Money Radio with Brian Baker every Saturday at 5 p.m. right here on 660 AM. The Answer.
It's their birthday, but they've got something for you. Hi, Mark Davis and my friends at Viascan of Las Colinas, celebrating 16 years of saving lives. Why not yours? Early detection is the key, right? That's why I'm in there. I got a family history situation, heart disease, cancer. I'm in there every year, and you should be as well. And they've got wonderful 16th anniversary prices. It's their birthday, but they're giving you the heart scan and the body scan for $595. $595, that's what it cost when they opened their doors in 2001. It's thousands at local hospitals, so do check it out. Viascan of Las Colinas, 972-739-2840. 972-739-2840. The heart scan looks for heart plaques and blockages. The body scan looks for early signs of cancer. Let's beat these diseases down and live a long, happy life. Viascan of Las Colinas, $595 for both scans. Always safe, never claustrophobic. You love it. I love them. 972-739-2840 or just Google Viascan.
It's the original Fort Worth Gun Show this weekend only at the Will Rogers Memorial Center. Don't be confused. This is the biggest and the best with the most new and used guns, knives, ammo, home defense, hunting, tactical, military collectibles, camo, apparel, optics, reloading, and more. Over 1,200 tables all under one roof. Come and buy, sell, or trade. Visit our website, premiergunshows.com, or call 817-732-1194. That's the original Fort Worth Gun Show at Will Rogers Memorial Center this weekend only.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM, KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler. We're learning more about Amor Fatoui, the Montreal man originally from Tunisia, accused of stabbing a police officer at the Flint, Michigan airport yesterday.
We have information that Fatoui attempted to buy a gun and was unsuccessful in that attempt in the United States.
The FBI's David Gellio says Fatoui did buy the knife he allegedly used, the incident being described as an act of terror. President Trump trying to correct the record with another tweet.
The president tweeted, "I have no idea whether there are tapes or recordings of my conversations with James Comey, but I did not make and do not have any such recordings."
Fox's Rachel Sutherland, the conversations before he fired the FBI director. After his mistrial in a sexual assault case, Bill Cosby wants to teach teens how to avoid similar problems. Fox News, we report, you decide.
660 AM The Answer. Listen on iHeartRadio.
Tune in Sundays at noon for the Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show. Join us each Sunday when we discuss the principles and practices of the successful real estate investor. We bring you experts to answer your questions on how to use real estate to build wealth and passive realized monthly income, and teach you the ins and outs of investing in real estate. So tune in Sundays at noon, right here for the Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show.
Join us for the Real Investor Radio Show right here on 660 AM The Answer.
Hello, Howard Garrett, the Dirt Doctor here. I got a little show on the weekends, Sunday morning, and it's about natural organic gardening. We talk about landscaping and pest control. We talk about tree care. We talk about specific pest control on some things where other people say there are no solutions. Things like oak wilt, rose rosette, crepe myrtle bark scale, and fungal canker on Italian cypress. Join me every Sunday morning, 8 to 11, right here on 660 AM, The Answer.
If you're an unincorporated business owner, it's too late for you. That is, if you've already been sued and lost your home, your car, and your family's life savings. But if you haven't been sued yet, there is still time to incorporate and protect your personal assets. And if you do it right now, you can incorporate in just 10 minutes, because Incorporate.com is now giving away a free incorporation guide to all business owners. For your free 10-minute incorporation guide, call now, 1-800-300-9596. Incorporation is the shield that protects your personal assets. Without it, you could lose everything. That's why at Incorporate.com, they just make incorporating or forming an LLC quick and easy. They don't provide legal or financial advice. If someone sues tomorrow, will you lose everything? Don't wait until it's too late. Hurry and call now for your free 10-minute incorporation guide while they're still giving them away for free. Call 1-800-300-9596. That's 1-800-300-9596. 1-800-300-9596.
Message and data rates may apply.
Hello.
Happy birthday!
Oh, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
We have a surprise for you.
It's from both of us.
Hair loss!
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to Bosley.
Just because your parents gave you hair loss doesn't mean you have to keep it. Bosley delivers the permanent solution to hair loss. For a free information kit, simply text the word GREAT to 543-543. Bosley is the world's most experienced hair restoration expert, always pioneering the latest technology. Our doctors are rigorously trained hair specialists, committed to giving you the permanent hair loss solution that's right for you. We treat your hair with unparalleled expertise and experience. Millions of men and women have come to Bosley for our permanent solution to hair loss. Now it's your turn. Give yourself a gift, a fuller head of hair. Get your free information kit by texting GREAT to 543-543. Plus, get a gift certificate for $250 off. That's GREAT to 543-543.
Ready and reliable, anytime, night or day. When your plumbing's got problems or your drains are clogged, that's when you need AAA. You go to AAA-auger.com.
Is your home ready for summer? Is your water system ready to handle the demands of Texas heat? Are you concerned about high water bills heading into summer? Call the reliable Red and the professional plumbers at AAA Auger Plumbing Services for a free home evaluation, where there's never a charge for coming out and no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays. Call AAA Auger Plumbing Services 24-hour hotline now at 877-999-1979. That's 877-999-1979. So if you need a plumber fast, call AAA Auger Plumbing Services. Some restrictions apply. License M37445.
When your plumbing's got problems or your drains are clogged, go to AAA-auger.com.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. Snoring a problem? Sleep apnea suspected? Go to simplesleepservices.com for the solution that worked for me. The simplest solution. Not surgery, implants, the CPAP machine. It is the Somnodent device. Simple oral appliance to take it home, pop it in, kiss your wife goodnight, and silent night. Simple Sleep Services. They're in Dallas and Fort Worth. Insurance covers most folks. Call them 469-685-1700, 469-685-1700, or simplesleepservices.com, simplesleepservices.com.
Our sister station 94.9 KLTY and AEG Live welcome the Outcry Festival with Louis Giglio.
It is believing God who says the latter days are going to be greater than the former days, and you'll always be able to say, I was there.
Hillsong United. Jesus Culture. Lauren Daigle, Passion, and more. Saturday, August 5th at Toyota Stadium in Frisco. OutcryFestival.com. That's OutcryFestival.com.
Amazing to realize, but it's been almost 2 years I've been talking with you about Relief Factor, and I can tell you I've been continually inundated with testimonials. If you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle pain, pains of any kind, do what tens of thousands of others have done so successfully. Go to ReliefFactor.com and order their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. 1-800-500-8384. That's 1-800-500-8384.
660 AM, The Answer. 660 AM, TheAnswer.com. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to The Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. I remember, as if it was yesterday, when I finally figured out that President Obama was taking America toward a socialist politician's paradise. I remember it because it came as the result of concentrated thought, effort, thinking about what this guy was saying. And the more he discussed what hope and change actually was, the closer I realized that this guy was talking about communism. And so I started looking at it from a circumstance whereby President Obama was working to try to not enrich the people of the United States, but enrich the politicians of the United States. You heard me say things like we the politicians instead of we the people. A government for the politicians, of the politicians, by the politicians, et cetera, et cetera. That's where all that came from. That was the basis. That was the result of that thought and that work. And then I started thinking about what the future was. This was 2010, 2011. And I started thinking about the re-election campaign. I said, is the Democrat Party going to follow this terribly charismatic political superstar over the precipice and into the abyss? And of course, that's exactly what they did. Harry Reid ejected after President Obama did. Nancy Pelosi stayed on. That may have been a mistake. As reported by the Washington Free Beacon, Cameron Cawthorn, Democrats were visibly frustrated, second-guessing themselves on Wednesday after Democrat John Ossoff lost Georgia's special congressional race the prior night. The election outcome caused activists and Democrat lawmakers to regroup and try to develop a new strategy for taking back the House of Representatives in 2018. Democrats had hoped to make the special election a referendum on President Donald Trump's agenda by electing Ossoff, who had raised $25 million. The loss hit Democrats hard. And now some are questioning the leadership and strategies under House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi. This, according to the New York Times. Representative Tim Ryan of Ohio said it this way, quote, "Our brand is worse than Trump. We can't just run against Trump." That's true. But then he said that he urged Democrats to make a clear economic message an urgent priority. Well, that is not the right choice. Because unless I sincerely miss my guess, the economy is going to be roaring in 2018. Nancy Pelosi made herself a nemesis of the Republican Party. And it was good for both of them. It was good for the Republican Party because they had somebody that they could point to and say, this is the problem. She is the issue. This is the problem. This is the kind of thinking. You have to pass the bill before you can read it. Kind of craziness. And then of course, the hypocrisy when the situation was reversed. That was funny. Still funny. I'm still chuckling about that. Tim Ryan went on to say that Republicans are running against Nancy Pelosi and winning races. That's a problem. And unfortunately, I think it's true. Representative Sean Patrick Maloney of New York was also frustrated after Ossoff's loss. He was speaking to Deirdre Walsh from CNN. Look, we need to win. Everything else is BS. This is pursuing the current Democrat mantra of swearing in every public statement. In an attempt to exhibit optimism for Democrats in 2018, Representative Ben Ray Lujan of New Mexico, who serves as the chairman of the Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee, circulated a memo highlighting how Democrats will take back the majority in 2018, saying he had no doubts that Democrats can take back the House next fall. Let's look outside the traditional mold to keep recruiting local leaders, veterans, business owners, women, job creators, and health professionals. Let's take the time to find people who fit their districts, have compelling stories, and work hard to earn support from voters. Nowhere in there does it say true believers who will serve their Democrat constituencies. Democrat activists, donors, lawmakers have become weary of special elections that end with a better than usual showing by a defeated Democrat, according to the New York Times. They got problems. They burned through $35 million on 4 special elections since Donald Trump took office, and they are 4-0. I'm sorry, 0-4. Eric Bradner of CNN asks, when will they win? Well, as soon as they have a pro-American viewpoint, which they do not possess right now. Everybody in America is a bigot except them. Everybody in America is a homophobe except them. Everybody in America is either a nativist, xenophobic, bigoted, and all of this division, all of this divisive politics over the years. It's been about 20. It's finally piled up to the point where nobody cares about the Democrats at all. They've lost over 1,000 seats. And they're going to lose more as long as they are the anti-American party. Now, I'm not sure that Nancy Pelosi is the rah-rah anti-American party type, but that's where the party has gone under her leadership. There are Democrats meeting behind closed doors. They are talking about ousting Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is not ready to leave. Nancy Pelosi is very confident in her circumstance. As a matter of fact, she said this today.
Every attack provokes a massive reaction that is very encouraging to me, from my members, from our supporters outside and across the country. But I think I'm worth the trouble, quite frankly.
She would continue to say that she thought she was worth the trouble. But she would say, I'm not going anywhere. What they think it doesn't control when I leave. which is not true, of course. They can vote her out anytime they want to. CNN reports it like this. Deirdre Walsh writes, around the same time House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi was declaring that she had broad support to remain the top Democrat leader and jabbing back at her critics. A group of her colleagues met privately to brainstorm on whether there was a way to force her out. New York Democrat Representative Kathleen Rice, one of the small group who has gone public with the message that Pelosi should go, hosted a dozen Democrats in her office for today for an hour-long strategy session. Representative Cedric Richmond, the chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus, who many have touted as a rising star in the party, attended the session. According to 3 Democrats who also attended, the CBC roughly includes 40 House Democrats, many in senior leadership and committee positions, including Pelosi allies. In an interview on CNN before the meeting, Rice admitted the problem facing the party now is that no one has emerged as an alternate. When pressed to give a name of somebody who might fill that void, Rice said, "I look to a lot of my colleagues now. We have a lot of talent in the Democrat Party." But she pointed out we don't have an infrastructure in our caucus allowing more voices to be heard, and that's the problem. Well, that's because Nancy Pelosi's in charge. She's not going to allow anybody to challenge her in any way, shape, or form. Would the Democrat Party be better without Nancy Pelosi? Probably, but they're going to have to. They're going to have to do something else. They're going to have to get rid of these anti-American progressives that have stolen the party. How do you tell a non-college educated white guy who has been called a bigot, homophobe, Islamophobe, hanging on to his Bibles and his pistols in flyover country? How do you tell that guy that he should vote for somebody who's been calling him those names all those years? How do you do it? The answer is you don't. What you've done is you've poisoned the well. It's going to take a generation for the Democrats to recover. An entire generation. They did it to themselves. They allowed Bernie Sanders to destroy the party, to cement forever the leftist progressive, we're smarter than you, America is a terrible place, we need a revolution, and so on and so on. The Democrat Party allowed him to define their party as a socialist, anything for politicians party. And it took them out. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. And it should. What do you have to do at this point is you have to decide that America's good. You have to decide that there are things that we need to do to make America better. That the people of the United States are good people. But for the last 8 years, minus the last 6 months, you've been following a guy who said that this country was in need of deep and fundamental change. The last superpower on earth, the apex predator of every other country on the planet, needed revolutionary change. It should have tripped warning signals all over the nation, but it didn't. Then why didn't it? 866-660-5759, 866-660-5759. Is there any chance that you would vote for a Democrat for any reason? I can't think of one. Can you? This is the Wells Report.
The Sean Hannity Show.
There is a clear and present danger that the country is now facing. And I'm calling it a soft coup. You have the whole Russia collusion. They're now saying no evidence of Russian collusion. Okay, so what do we have? And, well, we can't get them here. Well, now we'll move on to, is there obstruction?
The Sean Hannity Show, afternoons at 2, right before Larry Elder at 5 on 660 AM. The Answer.
The hardest part of a home improvement project is finding the motivation to get started. Lucky for you, SelectBlinds.com makes ordering blinds online simple and easy, all from the comfort of your home. No need for costly estimates or pushy salesmen. SelectBlinds.com gives you the freedom and selection to tackle your blind needs. With products you've seen on all your favorite home improvement shows, SelectBlinds.com is your go-to for guaranteed quality. Select Blinds takes the guesswork out of ordering blinds online. Their specialists will walk you through how to measure, choose, and install your new window coverings. Select Blinds has the most online reviews and 5-star ratings on the planet. That's customer service done right. SelectBlinds.com really is the simple and smart way to get blinds. To get the best deals on high-quality blinds, shades, and shutters, shop today at SelectBlinds.com. Remember to mention this show at checkout using the drop-down menu. Let SelectBlinds.com transform your home. SelectBlinds.com.
What's the scariest thing about going to the dentist? Opening your mouth or opening your wallet? Because just a simple cleaning can cost $100, and things like root canals can cost you hundreds more. If you don't have dental insurance to help, you should give Physicians Mutual Insurance Company a call. 1-800-500-0898. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps pay for checkups right away. So you can call today and get your teeth cleaned tomorrow. Plus, it helps cover the more expensive procedures you might need down the road. Fillings, crowns, bridges, even costly dentures. There's no deductible and no annual maximum. Your acceptance is guaranteed for one of these insurance policies, even if you're retired or on Medicare. There are no networks, so you can choose any dentist you'd like. That's right, any dentist you want. Call and we'll rush you a free information kit with all the details. 1-800-500-0898. That's 1-800-500-0898. 1-800-500-0898.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. An already hot summer is going to get warmer still with the heat of battle. Conservatives are battling for everything. You know we are. We have a Republican president, Republican Congress, and yet still everything is a struggle. Let's get these things done by doing business with a company that shares our values. Patriot Mobile. 1-800-A-PATRIOT, patriotmobile.com/Mark. Why is this important? Because your cell phone company, if it's one of the big mobile companies I could name, they gave millions to Hillary, Nancy Pelosi's cronies, gun grabbers, border softies. If that's okay with you, great. If not, switch on over. And when you switch to Patriot Mobile at 1-800-A-PATRIOT or patriotmobile.com/Mark, when you do, know that any contributions they make will go to conservative causes and candidates. You get the same phone selection, great service, save some money. So switch on over now. I feel great being a Patriot Mobile customer, getting conservative goals closer to reality. 1-800-A-PATRIOT, 1-800-A-PATRIOT, or patriotmobile.com/Mark. patriotmobile.com/Mark.
Do you have low back or neck pain? Does it run down your arms or your legs? Do you have a bulging or herniated disc degeneration, or spinal arthritis? Even worse, have you been told you need back surgery or injections? If you answered yes, then please listen to what I have to say. My name is Dr. Chad Vines, DC at Genesis Back and Neck, and I use the most advanced spinal decompression system available, the DRX 9000, to correct back problems just like yours. We don't use addictive drugs, and we don't use any type of dangerous invasive surgery for these problems. Spinal decompression is safe, FDA cleared, and it's not painful, and has about an 86% success rate. We accept most insurances, and your first visit will be at no charge. You will sit down and visit with me personally until I've answered all of your questions. And if you're a candidate for decompression, you can try out the treatment all at no charge to you. So if you're ready to not hurt anymore and don't want to have surgery, call me at 817-328-1922. That's 817-328-1922, or online at mylowback.com.
A reminder, we have a special edition free Money Matters Retirement Seminar, 1 p.m. Saturday in the Money Matters building in Plano, or 7 p.m. Thursday, June 29th, Hilton, Arlington. Learn to help avoid serious and costly retirement mistakes, how to plan for retirement cash flow, if you are properly diversified so you can take advantage of stock market gains when possible, while having strategies to help protect your retirement from a crash. Don't miss it. Please reserve now at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net, or call 800-994-0302.
660 AM, The Answer. The Wells Report, a daily old-fashioned North Texas barbecue of anybody trying to take advantage of us on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells, and in a free market society, the first thing you notice when you're on the wrong track is that people stop supporting you with investment dollars. The Democrat National Committee raised $4.3 million in May. That made it the organization's worst May on record for fundraising since 2003. In May of 2003, Democrat group pulled in $2.7 million. Although 2017 is an off year for fundraising, the DNC has raised between $4.5 million and $20 million every May in the nearly decade and a half since then. The low number follows another rough fundraising month in April, which the group hauled in $4.7 million. That was the worst April of fundraising since 2009. DNC Chairman Tom Perez said that he intends to double the organization's budget from $50 million to $100 million this year. That is a change that's going to prove difficult if donations continue to remain below average. Perez defended his performance by saying that he has only been leading the DNC for a few months now. Yeah. He's tried to fit in at least one swear word for every day that he's been in office in every speech. By the way, the Republican National Committee reported $10.8 million in donations for the month of May. That is an off-year record high number for the group. Democrats are in deep trouble. Like I said last night when we touched on this, this is something that is not good for the Republican Party. Because they don't know what to do unless they're being threatened. And the reason they don't know what to do unless they're being threatened is because, well, to be perfectly honest with you, they simply don't have any principles. If you were unfettered by any constraints or hindrances or what have you, if, say, for example, you had all the money you needed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you were not constrained, you'd still know what to do. Because of your standards, your ethics, your beliefs and principles. You would pursue those in a more prosperous way. But you see, this is the problem with American politics. These people don't do that. They don't have principles per se. They have marketing campaigns. Whatever, they'll say anything they have to say in order to comport to some sort of really cool marketing campaign. That's it. These people would dress up in the Christmas season. They dress up like a Christmas tree with elves on either side. Because that's the smart marketing. Well, if you rely on smart marketing, first of all, you need to have better brains. That's thing number one. Thing number two, you're not going to get there from here. You're simply not going to make it. You have to have principles. You have to have beliefs. You have to have rock solid ideas about the future of this nation. Ones that inspire Americans, not insult them. Good luck on that. This is the Wells Report.
The Dennis Prager Show. The Dennis Prager Show.
If a fanatical Trump supporter had tried to murder as many Democratic congressmen It's possible. You think Nancy Pelosi would get up there and call for unity? I don't. I think she would have gotten up there and said, this is the hate unleashed by this president.
The Dennis Prager Show, weekdays at noon, right before Sean Hannity at 2 on 660 AM. The Answer.
I have actually been on Balance of Nature for a year now. I have MS, and I recently had an MRI. This is the first year that I've had a stable MRI, so I'm thrilled. When I have an MRI with MS, usually there are glowing spots that come through, which is damage on the nerves in my brain and my spinal cord, and when they're glowing, it means they're active. And then my last MRI, they pulled it up, and I honestly couldn't believe that it was my MRI. There was nothing glowing. And in fact, the dark spots were shrinking. They were healing. And the doctor actually said to me, I think we're in remission. I was so happy. I had no idea that that could be my reality.
The new challenge will allow you to receive 2 months of Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies free. And we'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-246-8751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
Attention contact lens wearers. Hey, it's Mark Davis, my friends at Climate Evangelist Eye Center. Why are you doing the contact lens thing? Because it's better in glasses? Well, it could be. Well, here's something better in glasses and contacts. LASIK procedures from Climate Evangelist Eye Center. Ditch the glasses and the contacts and be free to see right in time for summer. BeFreeToSee.com. Check it out. Huge promotion. Big savings on LASIK as low as $3 a day. What's that? A cup of coffee? And they're going to throw in a free adventure as part of your Be Free to See summer LASIK package. Water park, zoo, laser tag, trampoline park. Pick it. You're going to love it. You're going to love your summer. You're going to love the rest of your life with Climate Evangelist Eye Center. 1-800-714-2020. 1-800-714-2020. Incredible team, great technology, great people. Have a great summer and a great rest of your life. Ditch the glasses and the contacts. 1-800-714-2020. 1-800-714-2020 or BeFreeToSee.com. BeFreeToSee.com.
Do you know what a RIA is? It's a real estate investor association, and it's where smart people go to obtain wholesale houses, obtain no money, no credit financing, meet local buyers, sellers, and investing partners, and receive local market intelligence and training. Don't buy houses retail. That's ridiculous. And please don't waste your time and money going to a get-rich-quick seminar from a traveling pitchman. Come network with local Dallas area real estate investors that are just getting started or taking it to the next level. Come join the largest real estate investor network in Texas. We meet on Tuesday, June 27th at 6 p.m. at the Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine. And you can register to attend for free by calling 800-717-3320. This month's topic is how to buy houses without using banks. Call 800-717-3320. Write it down. That's 800-717-3320 to attend any of our upcoming meetings and receive a valuable Texas real estate training program for free. Brought to you by the Dallas Real Estate Investment Association.
Finding great people to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's time to try ZipRecruiter, where 80% of jobs get a qualified candidate in just one day. How? Using powerful technology, ZipRecruiter matches your job to the right candidates fast. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, only ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio offer for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/radio offer.
There are two things every parent wants when their child goes to college: for their child to do well and a way to afford it. Now, with Discover Student Loans, parents can have the best of both worlds. Not only do our loans cover up to 100% of school-certified costs with zero fees, but we'll give them a cash reward for each new student loan if they earn at least a 3.0 GPA or equivalent. That means every A in history or B in math could help them earn a cash reward for good grades. Just one of the many ways we treat you like you'd treat you. Apply now in 15 minutes or less at discoverstudentloans.com. Limitations apply.
It's the original Fort Worth Gun Show this weekend only at the Will Rogers Memorial Center. Don't be confused. This is the biggest and the best with the most new and used guns, knives, ammo, home defense, hunting, tactical, military collectibles, camo, apparel, optics, reloading, and more. Over 1,200 tables all under one roof. Come and buy, sell, or trade. Visit our website, premiergunshows.com, or call 817-732-1194. That's the original Fort Worth Gun Show at Will Rogers Memorial Center this weekend only.
If you've got questions, we've got answers. 660 AM. The Answer. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. So we've been talking about the dire straits of the Democrat Party. What about the GOP? Are you happy with the Republicans in the United States at this moment? 866-660-5759. Are you happy with the Republicans and what they've been up to? I, in point of fact, not so much. I want to see them supporting Donald Trump more. I want them to start moving these legislative circumstances, moving them forward. And I want to see them support this president more than they do. Get rid of the mainstream media siege against the president, even though circumstances are doing a brilliant job of that. People are suddenly realizing that, it's just not funny when Johnny Depp jokes, quote unquote, about assassinating the president. It's just not that funny. Things are not rosy for the Republicans. They're better than the Democrats, but not perfect. Before Tuesday's special election, writes Karl Rove, in this Georgia's 6th congressional district, many journalists were ready to declare victory by Democrat Jon Ossoff. Proof that the GOP is doomed to lose its congressional majorities next year. Flipping the seat would have shown definitively the Trump presidency is a kiss of death for Republican candidates. But Republican Karen Handel won by 3.8 points, blowing the storylines into oblivion. It was history's most expensive House race. Mr. Ossoff had at least $31.2 million spent on his behalf. $22.7 million spent on behalf of Ms. Handel. These totals will grow when more campaign finance reports come in. The Democrats obviously did not spend their money well. Mr. Ossoff won 48.1% to Ms. Handel's 49.8%. I'm sorry, 19.8% in the April 19th open primary. He received the same percentage last Tuesday. Meantime, Ms. Handel won more votes than did the 11 GOP candidates combined 2 months ago. It would be understandable if Republicans took this victory, the fourth in as many special congressional elections this year, as an opportunity to celebrate. But the GOP, according to Karl Rove, has important lessons to internalize. First, the ground game matters immensely, with multiple Republican hopefuls giving the party, keeping the party apparatus neutral. Only Democrats mounted an effective get-out-the-vote effort in April. But in June's one-on-one race, the GOP dusted off its old GOTV manuals and got to work. They deployed organizers, did the basic work of canvassing and phoning to persuade and turn out voters. Democrats increased Mr. Ossoff's votes by more than 32,000 over his April showing. Yet the GOP rallied some 96,000 more votes for Ms. Handel by focusing on Republicans who did not vote in April and were unlikely to vote in June without special attention. The Congressional Leadership Fund spent $1 million on the ground game and digital ads targeted at 100,000 such voters. People who didn't vote in April made up at least 22% of Tuesday's turnout. Tuesday's results prove it's possible to make those contests more about Donald Trump. Ms. Handel won 51.9%, while data from one conservative super PAC suggested only 38% of voters approved of Mr. Trump. Enough swing voters apparently don't believe every Republican candidate is responsible for everything the president says and does. Anger at Mr. Trump alone will not attract the swing voters Democrats need to take the Congress. Plus, Mr. Trump is inexorably destined to become less popular. His approval ratings could rise if he enacts reform legislation. Democrats must offer an attractive agenda to draw suburban voters while maintaining the outrage of their party's left wing. See, the outrage of their party's left wing is what's destroying the party right now. The Georgia election shows how difficult that is, even with virtually unlimited campaign cash. In open seats, the GOP needs to field candidates with records of getting things done in government, business, or military. Ms. Handel was an awkward candidate, but her record as Fulton County Board Chairman and the Georgia Secretary of State proved her effectiveness in office. This provided a strong contrast with Mr. Ossoff's exaggerated resume. Republicans would do well to encourage the congressman not to retire. Incumbency alone does not guarantee victory, but independent and unaligned voters are often swayed by it. Passing ambitious legislation on the economy, tax reform, healthcare, and defense could boost the incumbency average much higher. The fewer retirements, the more a party can focus on limited resources on races that are truly at risk. True. Karl Rove writes that Democrats have done it better at building the networks to generate massive small dollar contributions over the internet for special elections, but it's unclear how transferable that strength will be in the general election. Similarly, House Republicans have more resources at their party committee level and super PACs, but it is not clear that that will be sufficient to reelect the GOP House majority. I'm pretty sure they're going to be okay. After escaping defeat, Republicans felt not just relieved but exhilarated. It's fine to take a moment to be happy at Tuesday's outcome, but it will be a hard race in what should be a safe, it was a hard race in what should have been a safe GOP district. The 2018 midterms won't be pretty for Republicans, but the election Tuesday showed they don't have to be a catastrophe. True. It was funny. Democrat strategist David Gergen said during Aaron Burnett out front, what's really important is that Donald Trump has seized the narrative back, that he's doing better with voters than Democrats think he is. Listen to this. It should be a wake-up call for Democrats. It is possible that he could actually get reelected if Democrats aren't careful. See, this is the arrogance of the progressive left that I keep pointing out time and time and time again. I keep saying these people really have a lot of confidence in themselves. Oh my. It's amazing. The hubris. Just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? My God, this Trump fellow might actually get reelected. You know what? I think the odds are that he probably will get reelected. Especially when you see the Democrats wandering around making fools out of themselves every 5 minutes. I mean, this is something that desperately must be dealt with. Not just by Democrats, but by Republicans too. And I told people what needs to happen. The Republicans need to do what they say they're going to do every time. That should be their mantra. Doing what we are told by our voters and our constituents. It is, after all, a representative democracy. I don't want to see a lot of just terrible rhetoric flying back and forth. We've seen enough of that. We got an awful lot of Republicans shot doing that kind of stuff. It's time to stop that. It's time to be honest. Democrats have to be honest. Republicans have to be honest. And they have to do the people's business. The first party to understand that that's the case will be the dominant party in American political history in this age. That's all there is to it. It comes right down to that. Nothing more mysterious than that. The first political party that actually starts communicating with their constituents in a positive way, for the sake of America, for the sake of their hopes and dreams, and not the hopes and dreams of the party or the hopes and dreams of the particular candidate, but their hopes and dreams. What's it going to look like? What's it going to look like if the government of the United States continues along this path of not serving the people? What will it look like if Donald Trump stands up there every single day and says, America first, Americans first, and the government doesn't do anything about it? A representative democracy only works when the representatives represent the people voting for them. A free government relies on self-discipline. Self-governance requires self-discipline. Giving into your primal ideologies, whatever they happen to be. In the Democrats, it's very simple, the LGBTQ. That constituency is damaging the Democrat Party beyond repair, almost. And it's because it's a divisive issue. Perfect example, the Methodist Church, Lutheran Church, Episcopal Church, the great Protestant religions, opening their doors to the LGBTQ and losing 50% of their congregations. They're shadows of their former selves. Anglican churches are stepping in to take the place of those now disaffected congregations. And it's the same thing with the Democrat Party. The Democrats pared themselves down to the truly aggrieved. They set themselves up as an anti-American party because the party was just the party was a reflection of a country that just didn't care about these aggrieved groups, these small, loud, aggrieved groups. And their divisive ideologies about the United States, getting ever more radical and ever more illogical. Black Lives Matter, for example. Black Lives Matter wants segregation back. Their particular party no longer wants any other race except black people. Where did all that liberal politicking go? The Republican Party could make itself the People's Party if they follow in the footsteps of Donald Trump. I wonder if they will. This is the Wells Report.
You need a plan as you get closer to retirement, a plan that will take you from where you are now to the retirement you've always dreamed about. The first step on that path is to tune into Wealth Smart, Saturdays at 9 a.m. Your host is Reed Johnson, president of Lake Point Advisory Group. You only retire once, but Reed helps people retire every day. Don't miss Wealth Smart every Saturday at 9 a.m. or visit us at lakepointadvisorygroup.com for information on our free area stake dinner seminars and start working on your dream retirement now.
From Plano to Denton down to Louisville too. Huffine's has it. Also in McKinney, we'll prove it to you.
And now, due to recent storms in the area, Huffine's is having one hail of a sale, which means record-breaking savings to you at the 9 area Huffine's dealerships. Our insurance adjusters did their part, and now it's your turn to do yours by saving thousands on Huffine's Texas-size selection of new and worry-free certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Most all vehicles are now in perfect condition, and the only difference is the massive amount of money you will save. It's one hail of a sale. And on behalf of everyone at Huffine's, thank you for voting Huffine's the Consumer's Choice Auto Group of the Year for the 9th consecutive year. So for record-breaking hail sale savings, visit any of the 9 area Huffine's dealerships in Plano, Corinth, Louisville, and McKinney, or online at huffines.net.
If you're a sleep apnea sufferer who's on the go, go to your phone. Because if you give us a call right now, you'll be able to try the world's first portable mini CPAP device absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights. It's the Transcend Mini CPAP, an engineering marvel that's as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. Its unique design is so small and so light, you can fit it in your briefcase or purse to use anywhere you go. No more dragging around a big, bulky CPAP. Even better, now you can try Transcend absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights by calling minicpap.com, 1-800-600-2804. Transcend is FAA compliant too, so you can even sleep comfortably while flying. You can also add a battery pack that's as tiny as a deck of cards. So now you can enjoy the freedom to sleep comfortably anywhere. But don't wait. To receive your 10-night in-home trial, call minicpap.com now. 1-800-600-2804. That's 1-800-600-2804.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. To get through life, to get through a vacation, to get through a work day, to get through whatever your day may hold, there's a lot of walking involved. And if that walking is painful, you've got a problem. I'm so glad to send you to the Good Feet stores to end that problem, getting you out of pain today. At their locations in Plano, Fort Worth, South Lake, and Waco. In fact, South Lake and Waco are open noon to 5 Sundays. What's going on at Good Feet? They're delivering America's arch supports that are #1 for getting people out of pain. There could be ball your foot pain, heel pain, plantar fasciitis, structural stuff, and that foot pain can radiate upwards. It can become hip pain, leg pain, even back pain. Let's get you out of pain at the Good Feet stores. For workouts, for running, your balance is better, your workouts are better, you're just feeling great. Work shoes, workout shoes, comfy shoes, even high heels. They've got everybody taken care of at the Good Feet stores. Plano, Fort Worth, South Lake, and Waco. Good Feet DFW. To learn more, goodfeetdfw.com. Get out of pain today. goodfeetdfw.com.
94.9 KLTY's Celebrate Freedom 27 from Interstate Batteries.
A day of fun for your family with Crowder, Matthew West, Britt Nicole, Holland, and more.
Saturday, June 24th at South Fork Ranch. Get your official Celebrate Freedom 27 memorabilia and more at celebratefreedom.com.
Sponsored by Interstate Batteries, Dallas Baptist University, Feed My Starving Children, Cornerstone Staffing, Care Now, Splash Kingdom, North Texas Chevy Dealers, and 94.9 KLTY.
Wouldn't it be great if you could stop crime before it happens? With the Ring Floodlight Cam, you can. I'm Jamie Siminoff, inventor and founder of Ring. Floodlight Cam is a motion-activated HD security camera that connects right to your phone, so you're alerted when anyone steps onto your property. You can now see, speak, or even sound an alarm right from your phone, anywhere, anytime. Does your floodlight prevent crime? Ours does. Check out our Ring of Security kits at ring.com/secure. That's ring.com/secure.
When Capitol police officers shot and killed the gunman who was firing on a group of congressmen in Virginia, we once again saw hero officers in action.
I know this House wants to state unequivocally that we are, as ever,
awed by the tremendous bravery of the Capitol Police.
This is Mike Gallagher. Please support law enforcement. Donate to Gallagher's Army, the Fallen Officer Fund. Just go to gallaghersarmy.org or call 888-99-I-GIVE. That's gallaghersarmy.org or call 888-99-I-GIVE. Thank you.
660 AM, The Answer. 660 AM, TheAnswer.com. The Wells Report, must-hear radio on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Telephone number 866-660-5759. I am John David Wells. Thanks for joining us. 866-660-5759. Does driving while high have any impact on auto insurance rates? Legalized recreational marijuana use in Colorado, Oregon, and Washington correlates to a 3% increase in auto collision claim frequencies compared to states without such legislation. This is according to a new Highway Loss Data Institute study. It's the first one the group has conducted since the drug went on sale legally. More drivers admit to using marijuana and showing up more frequently among people involved in crashes. The HDLI is affiliated with the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, nonprofit research organization. The group is funded by auto insurance companies, which have a vested interest in not having to pay claims and, of course, hold a bias against impaired driving of any kind. Yeah. So 3% more car crashes in states where marijuana is part of the legal lexicon. Washington State had a 6% greater frequency. Colorado saw its increase 14% more than its bordering states. Great. You're listening to the Wells Report.
Hi, I'm Rick Foster with Guardian Financial Management and the host of Plain Talk, No Worries Financial Hour. Heard right here on 660 AM at 4 o'clock every Saturday. Do you know why the stock market did so well in the 80s and 90s and why there have been 2 major crashes in the last 16 years? You need to know the reasons why so you can make the right decisions for your family. Listen to Plain Talk, No Worries here every Saturday at 4 o'clock and we will pull back the curtains and show you the truth. That's 4 o'clock on Saturday right here on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are about to hear from Dr. Douglas Howard.
After 20 years and tens of thousands of success stories, Balance of Nature is still the only pure whole food supplement available. Balance of Nature has served more than 500 million servings of fruits and vegetables. Don't accept imitations, copies, or substitutions. Our success stories are unique to Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies. You'll know you have the real thing when you open the bottles and see, smell, and taste real produce.
It is worth every penny I pay because they really have made such a difference in my life. It is making me feel a whole lot better.
Even my doctor thought it was a good product.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. We'll even ship them to you for free. Call now for details.
Call 800-2468-751. That's 800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com.
Use promo code 660AM.
Warning, if you've recently declared bankruptcy, you're going to want to cover your ears. Because there's an alternative to bankruptcy, and it could be better than you'd ever think possible. But if you've already declared bankruptcy and have missed this opportunity, you'll want to cover your ears now. Here it is. Right now, the company that has resolved more credit card debt than anyone in the U.S. may be able to settle your debt too. You could resolve your debt with one low monthly program payment. If you call right now and qualify, Freedom Debt Relief will show you how low your monthly program payment could be for free. Call now, 1-800-600-7115. That's 1-800-600-7115. If you're struggling with debt, this could be your answer. And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now, 1-800-600-7115. 1-800-600-7115. 1-800-600-7115.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM, KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. Senate Republicans have unveiled their plan to replace the Affordable Care Act, but it already faces a hurdle within the GOP.
Republican leaders are not counting on any support from Democrats, but with a 52-48 seat majority, Republicans can afford just 2 defections, and already 4 conservatives are opposed unless there's changes.
I just didn't run on Obamacare Live.
Kentucky Republican Rand Paul, several other Republicans say they're so far undecided.
Fox's Jared Halpern. The police officer stabbed at the Flint, Michigan airport Wednesday is improving.
The investigation continues to determine the full extent of his planning and his actions and whether he committed other crimes, including a federal terrorism offense.
Acting U.S. Attorney Daniel Lemish says suspect Amor Fatoui is already charged with committing an act of violence at an international airport. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Stimulating talk, 660 AM, The Answer.
Are you tired of exposing your retirement to stock market risk? Are you tired of paying high fees and commission even when you lose your money? How would you like to have guaranteed growth and a lifetime of income you could never outlive? Then join Brian Baker for the Smart Money Radio Show every Saturday at 5 p.m. Brian is an expert and can give you the answers to those questions and will teach you how to be smart with your money. That's Smart Money Radio with Brian Baker every Saturday at 5 p.m. right here on 660 AM, The Answer.
Hello, Howard Garrett, the Dirt Doctor here. I got a little show on the weekends, Sunday morning, and it's about natural organic gardening. We talk about landscaping and pest control. We talk about tree care. We talk about specific pest control on some things where other people say there are no solutions. Things like oak wilt, rose rosette, crepe myrtle bark scale, and fungal canker on Italian cypress. Join me every Sunday morning, 8 to 11, right here on 660 AM, The Answer.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business, so make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
What's the scariest thing about going to the dentist? Opening your mouth or opening your wallet? Because just a simple cleaning can cost $100, and things like root canals can cost you hundreds more. If you don't have dental insurance to help, you should give Physicians Mutual Insurance Company a call. 1-800-500-0898. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps pay for checkups right away. So you can call today and get your teeth cleaned tomorrow. Plus, it helps cover the more expensive procedures you might need down the road. Fillings, crowns, bridges, even costly dentures. There's no deductible and no annual maximum. Your acceptance is guaranteed for one of these insurance policies, even if you're retired or on Medicare. There are no networks, so you can choose any dentist you'd like. That's right, any dentist you want. Call and we'll rush you a free information kit with all the details. 1-800-500-0898. That's 1-800-500-0898. 1-800-500-0898.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp. is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML Mortgage Banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans Loans apply. Equalizing lender. Over 70 million Americans have unhealthy blood pressure levels. Are you one of them? Introducing Berkeley Life, a 100% drug-free supplement to help maintain normal, healthy blood pressure while supporting energy and vitality. Now, for a limited time, try Berkeley Life free. Call 800-709-0668. A key to maintaining healthy blood pressure is your body's nitric oxide levels. Berkeley Life helps to boost nitric oxide levels naturally. The breakthrough is from a discovery which won a Nobel Prize in medicine on nitric oxide levels in the bloodstream. Berkeley Life includes free saliva test strips to see your levels instantly. Now there is a supplement you test yourself and can see it's working. In a consumer study, 91% felt healthier after taking Berkeley Life for just 3 weeks. Here's Dr. Regina Drews, board-certified cardiologist.
I recommend the Berkeley Life supplement and test strips to help my patients maintain a healthier heart and blood vessels.
Get your free 30-day supply. Call 800-709-0668. Just pay shipping and handling. 800-709-0668. 800-709-0668. Results may vary.
Hi, this is Larry Patterson with Glass Doctor. If you are using a contractor to restore hail damage to your home, insist on them using the specialists at Glass Doctor for any glass or window damage. Many contractors use a fly-by-night glass company with no warranty. Your insurance company will only pay once to get the work done, so get it done right. With a lifetime warranty, only from the specialists at Glass Doctor. To see how quick and easy it is, visit glassdoctor.com today.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah.
You can listen on the go. Find us on iHeartRadio, 660 AM. The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
I was peacefully minding my own business. I was coming back from Europe. I had landed in DFW in the Lufthansa terminal. Lufthansa is one of the greatest airlines ever. Really like those people. They're awesome. And while I was standing there waiting in line to check into America, this cute beagle came running over to me. And I said, my goodness gracious, there's a beagle running over to me. And he found the 2 European apples that I had in my backpack that I'd forgotten about. And the guy who was with the dog, I wanted to meet the dog. He says, leave the dog alone. I said, oh, I'm sorry. Well, this is official? And he goes, yes. And I go, okay. And he found the apples and took my apples, and the dog went away. Working dogs. Dang useful things. My dogs don't work for a living. They live for a living. Actually, they do work for a living. They're great dogs, and they help us out around the house a lot. They truly do. You know, it's one of the great things. I've actually been able to teach one of my dogs to go get Colton. And it was pretty impressive, actually. It wasn't the dog that has the most personality. It was Bear. Bear is smart. He is a big, dumb-looking lummox, but he is a smart dog. You know, he'll come up to me and he'll look at me with that dumb look in his face, and I'll go get Colton. And he'll go, okay. And he just sort of trundles up the stairs and sits in front of Colton and breathes on him and gets him up. It's amazing. It's fantastic. But they don't make a living. And you know what? As much as I love them, when we went to Europe, we didn't take them with us. You know, because, well, there's no way to take them with us. They're just pets. Working animals, service dogs, are great. Service dogs will grab something that you've dropped and give it back to you. You know, there's all kinds of things that they can do. But there's something happening in America that is kind of screwing up service dogs. And those are fake service dogs. buddy of mine is an airline pilot. He went into this tirade about these fake service animals. Apparently, you can have a service iguana if you play your cards right. Pay $22 to some organization of pseudo service dogs, and they'll send you a cute little iguana-sized vest that you put on your iguana. I have to have my iguana. He keeps me calm. Otherwise, I go from seat to seat and damage people. Oh, yeah, well. Service dogs come in all shapes and sizes. It's their training that distinguishes them from fake service dogs. 19 states have now made it a crime to dress up a pet and pretend it's a working service dog. Getting caught with a fake service dog may result in a misdemeanor. The laws don't seem to be dissuading the fraudsters. Currently, there is no national registry to track service animals. Meanwhile, scam artists online are selling fraudulent certifications, ID cards, and vests. Owners can easily purchase a service dog vest for their pet or their iguana. A television station recently found a video of an owner pushing her 3 pet dogs inside a shopping cart. The owner claims they are service dogs. In another instance, the owner wears sunglasses and pretends to be blind, so the pet dog can pretend to be a guide dog inside the grocery store. When a pet owner poses their dog as a service dog in public, it can harm people who actually rely on legitimate service dogs. It's just so selfish. Why would you do that? Questioned Mike Garvey, who's a sergeant who had to jump through hoops to prove that Liberty is an honest-to-goodness trained service dog. Garvey is a Marine Corps veteran who fought in Afghanistan. He was shot twice on tour. Another veteran became so exasperated by fake service animals, he launched a Facebook page to expose the impersonators. We agreed to disguise his identity because he says he receives frequent threats. Well, that's because he put a recipe for dog sausage on his Facebook page. Evidently annoyed the people who had fake service dogs. He said, "You shouldn't be mad at me. It's a real recipe." That wasn't funny? I thought that was really funny. No? Damn it. There's nothing worse than upsetting a combat veteran who fought for his country. Now he has to fight to be able to go inside a local grocery store. He's also witnessed the solemn changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, disrupted by fake service dogs. There are a couple of hound dogs with other people. They begin howling at a squirrel. At Dulles International Airport, he and his service dog were stopped by multiple security officers. There's so many dogs coming into the airport and relieving themselves, growling, barking, and biting. They can't tell the difference between a legitimate trained dog and a fake service dog. Nationwide, the situation has gotten so out of control. Even late-night host Stephen Colbert mocked the absurdity. "My dog isn't really a service dog. I just bought him a vest online so I could take him to the movies with me," said Colbert. He's got a pug. No surprise there. Meanwhile, Ryan Honig's service dog, Pico, has finished 2 years of rigorous training. Pico has mastered more than 40 commands. "He just makes going through my day so much easier," said Honig. A trained service dog would never bark in public except on command or be aggressive with other dogs or people. A real service dog would not be aggressive towards other dogs or people. They would not eat off of a table in a restaurant. They would not ride in a shopping cart. They would not be dressed in an unprofessional manner. For example, you're not going to see a service dog dressed wearing spats. Jerry Lita has a bone to pick with that. It's fraud. In my opinion, it's fraud. It's being very discriminatory, too, as far as real service dogs. Lita, who's been training dogs since he was 12 years old, says he knows a fake when he sees one. He's the founder and CEO of Veteran Canine Solutions. It's a local nonprofit that helps shelter dogs become service dogs for veterans. We save 2 lives at a time. That's our motto. Lita says many of the soldiers who fought for our freedom come home as prisoners of post-traumatic stress disorder. It's awesome. Being able to see someone who is secluded being able to get out, have a life they can be proud of. Light had never experienced PTSD following his time in the military, but last summer, PTSD had him in a way. He was helping a soldier with PTSD when he found himself in a real live scene straight out of the movie American Sniper. It's kind of like the way Chris Kyle was killed, was along those same types of lines. Chris Kyle was killed, as you know. Lida's attack left him disabled. Suddenly, the man who helped others in need of a service dog needed one himself. It wasn't something this dog trainer ever expected. Nah, never me. However, it's given him a new perspective. I can even see more of the importance of having one than I did before. Doug in Keller, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Wells Report. Hello.
Well, how you doing, John David?
Having the time of my life, man. How's it going?
I could tell. That joke wasn't funny behind.
It was not funny? It was not funny, or it was funny?
Yeah, I think Vicky probably gave you a look like, what did he just say?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like she sits over there, and she will make these subtle gestures. Like for example, if I say something that makes her think, she raises one of her eyebrows. She goes, You know, that's what I know I'm making sense. And when I said that, she just rolled her eyes, and I went, "That was funny." And then no.
She shook her head. No. Anyway, Bonnie has her service dog. You know, Bonnie has. I take care of her. I retired after 38 years in law enforcement, so I can care for her now. She has cancer in both kidneys.
Oh, goodness gracious!
You know, Parkinson's now. So, her service dog is half black lab and half short hair Bernese Mountain Dog, about 130 pounds.
Wow!
And protect what the dog does is trained so well. He's a balance dog. If she starts to shift one way, he pushes her. If he goes the other way, he pulls. And if she falls, he backs up, drops down so she can grab the handle in the back and lifts her up. Amazing. Well, I was at the cancer center at Texas Oncology, and I was out walking the dog while she was in with the doctors. And a woman who had just had a chemo stepped out of a vehicle and passed out and landed flat on her face.
Oh, so gosh, that hurts.
I told Brody, I said, Brody, down. Stay. Right there in the lot.
Yeah.
I went and took care of her, rendered aid, took her inside. When I came back out, same spot, hadn't moved, but a bunch of people were around him. They wanted to pet him, and he was starting to growl.
Right.
He was saying, basically, if you pet me, I'm going to remove your hand.
Yes.
And it was just so cool. I was so proud of Brody. But every once in a while, I have to take him out to the stores, and there's nothing more irritating when they have a sign on the outside for service dogs, and they said, well, he's my comfort dog. He's my comfort dog.
Comfort dog.
I've had people have seen over to Lowe's. He had a ferret. Well, this is my service ferret.
Yes, my service ferret.
I couldn't believe it.
What does your ferret do? He takes my cigarette butts and goes and finds an ashtray.
What's sad is the rest of us who need service dogs for those who are disabled and whether they have PTSD or traumatic brain injury or a plethora of problems. They're going to stop us from coming in because of other people who have abused it.
Yeah, it's that's why we're talking about this. I mean, you know, normally, I mean, this is a serious problem, Doug. You know it. You're living it. I mean, I
had one guy said he couldn't come in, period. So I showed him the certifications that I have on him. Special tags and certifications. Picture of the dog, the whole wax. I turned it over and I said, you do realize that there are agencies that will file suit against your company for free, pro bono, if you refuse to allow my dog in here. And at that point, he let him in.
Yeah, well, God bless you, man. God bless your service to your beloved wife, and kiss your dog for me.
Maybe.
All right. You're listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer.
The Mark Davis Show.
Mark Davis Show. Time to bring a remarkable week to a close. The congressional win in Georgia, the Iowa rally, Trump's best week in a long time. Not the narrative you're likely to get from a media culture obsessed with Russia collusion fantasies. Are you starting to think the obsession with the Russia nonsense will backfire on the haters? I'll run that by you and all the overnight news on our Friday show.
The Mark Davis Show. Weekday mornings at 7, right before Mike Gallagher at 10 on 660 AM. The Answer.
Do you know what a RIA is? It's a real estate investor association, and it's where smart people go to obtain wholesale houses, obtain no money, no credit financing, meet local buyers, sellers, and investing partners, and receive local market intelligence and training. Don't buy houses retail. That's ridiculous. And please don't waste your time and money going to a get-rich-quick seminar from a traveling pitchman. Come network with local Dallas area real estate investors that are just getting started or taking it to the next level. Come join the largest real estate investor network in Texas. We meet on Tuesday, June 27th at 6 p.m. at the Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine. And you can register to attend for free by calling 800-717-3320. This month's topic is how to buy houses without using banks. Call 800-717-3320. Write it down. That's 800-717-3320 to attend any of our upcoming meetings and receive a valuable Texas real estate training program for free. Brought to you by the Dallas Real Estate Investment Association.
Are you a responsible person who finds yourself growing deeper and deeper in credit card debt and you're not sure how to fix the problem? Then get ready for a toll-free number that will put you on a path to financial recovery. Trinity Debt Management is a nonprofit organization that will consolidate your accounts into one easy-to-manage monthly payment, put a stop to late fees and over-limit charges, and reduce your interest rates by as much as 60%. You'll save thousands and become debt-free for keeps. It's not a loan. It's a smart way to relieve your stress, meet your obligations, and preserve your self-respect. If your debt has you down, we should talk. Gather up your bills and call this toll-free number for a free, no-obligation debt analysis. 1-800-936-5348. That's 1-800-936-5348. If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-936-5348.
Hey, it's Mark Davis from my friends at Simple Sleep Services. If snoring is a problem in your life, and if it's a problem in your life, it's a problem for everybody in your life. Let's get the simplest, least invasive solution. That's what they did for me at Simple Sleep Services. What you have with Simple Sleep is a way to avoid implants and surgery and a CPAP device by just calling 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. They're in Dallas and Fort Worth. Insurance covers most folks. It's the Somnodent device. Simple appliance. They make it for you. They did one for me. You take it home, you pop it in, kiss your wife goodnight, and silent night. Absolutely fantastic. Diagnosis from a board-certified sleep physician. They have a home sleep study, so you're not in some lab. Call them for more information. 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. SimpleSleepServices.com. Wonderful people. I'm so glad I met them, and you will be too. 469-685-1700 or SimpleSleepServices.com.
Hey, remember the mortgage meltdown of 2008? Have you tried to get a mortgage since then and been turned down? Or maybe you haven't even tried because your credit score is stuck at 585 or your tax returns have too many write-offs. Well, Cash Call Mortgage has great news for you. We've just introduced programs for people who've been told no. And what's doubly exciting is that we can solve your mortgage problems with no closing costs, no points, title, escrow, and no fees.
Wait, Cash Call, are you saying you now have credit and income-solving mortgages with no closing costs? Are you kidding?
You heard right. A credit or income-solving loan with no closing costs. Call 855-875-CASH, and we'll work with you to solve your mortgage issues. Make the Cash Call at 855.
It could be a national tragedy. It happened in California, and it's going to affect us in Texas. You know what it is? California is restricting publicly funded travel to Texas because of the recent laws that we've passed that are discriminatory against gay and transgender people. How will you and I in Texas be able to live another day without more Californians coming to our state? Happy days are here again. The skies. Next time on the Wells Report.
Fort Worth's home for stimulating talk. 660 AM, The Answer. If it's important to you, it's on the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
Hey, look, we have something you've got to take part in. It's really important. Okay, it really is important, and I want you to take part in it. It is the Wells Report Book of the Month Club. All right, we're the only people doing it. We're the only people doing the Book of the Month Club, and you need to show support for the Wells Report if you get my drift. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Come on now. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to 660amtheanswer.com. On the front page, you'll find a banner for Regnery Publishing. I want you to register because what we're going to be doing, have we heard when we're going to give away the first book? Have we figured that out yet? I don't know. You don't know? Just sign up. I don't know. Just sign up. I imagine it's going to take part this month, is it not?
Especially if it's the Book of the Month Club.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is the Book of the Month Club. I mean, we kind of started it this month, so we probably ought to give away a book.
Today's the 22nd, so you don't have a lot of time.
Let me see what we got here. Let me look at my calendar. I mean, if it's our thing, it could be our thing.
You got a week because next week is the 30th. Next Friday is the 30th.
So when should we give it away? Should we give it away on Friday the 30th?
I would think so.
You think? All right, so Friday the 30th, you have 8 days to go to 660amtheanswer.com. Click on the Regnery banner on the homepage. Fill out your information. And what we'll do is we'll pick someone to win a special prize chosen just for you. In this case,
it's a book.
It's a book by Dr. Meg Meeker. Hero, Being the Strong Father Your Children Need. It's a great book. You got to have it. You got to have it. It's on the required reading list of the Wells Report. So if you have not registered, go register. You can do this every month. And I want you to do this. I want you to stop screwing over people that have real service dogs by making your dog a fake service dog. Do not do fake service dogs. Getting caught with a fake service dog could be a misdemeanor at some point. But that's not really the issue. The real issue is that there are people who genuinely need these things. Doug was just talking to me about his wife. Think about this. A lab and a Burmese mountain dog. That's a big dog. All right? And he's been trained to keep her, she's a Parkinson's patient, to keep her on balance. That's a smart dog. Who came up with the idea of training a dog to be able to do that? Now, make no mistake. You know, I've been around, I met an entire, is it a school of Newfoundlands? Well, you know what Newfoundlands are for, right? They're for water rescue. What they do is they come and grab you and take you out of the water. I mean, they are amazing swimmers. But I've been around herders my whole life, you know, and my current dogs, they're Rottweilers. They're cattle dogs, believe it or not. They're not watchdogs. They're not security dogs. They're cattle dogs, and they will lean up against you and push you away if they think you're in the wrong spot. It's truly amazing to watch. I mean, they're just amazing dogs. Just love my dogs. But I don't make them into service dogs and take away the opportunity for people who desperately need service dogs to have them in public. Look, you're screwing these people up. Please stop. Please stop. Please. 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. You're listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer.
You You need a plan as you get closer to retirement, a plan that will take you from where you are now to the retirement you've always dreamed about. The first step on that path is to tune into Wealth Smart, Saturdays at 9 a.m. Your host is Reed Johnson, president of Lake Point Advisory Group. You only
Check. Mark Davis, good Friday morning, brother. Thank you very much for letting me come by and say hello on this last day of the work week, sort of, kind of. Coming up later on this broadcast, we're going to discuss the sorrow that we must all feel because California has decided that they are no longer going to allow public money, as if they had any in California, to be used to send people to places like Texas. And the reason is because our laws are simply not LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ compatible with their particular political ideology. How will we ever survive not having Californians underfoot here in Texas? I think I'm going to party next time on the Wells Report.
Luxury accommodations, delicious meals, and safe transportation.
Look forward to something special this year. Stand with Israel. For details about this all-inclusive trip happening this fall, visit 660amtheanswer.com.
Hey, it's Mark Davis for my friend Josh DeShong. Let's make this the summer where Josh sells your home as quickly as he sold ours. I love this guy. You get the Josh DeShong promise. He comes, sits down with you, you talk price and time frame. You reach an agreement on a price you'd love and a time frame you can handle. And if he can't sell that house of yours at that price in that time frame, he buys it. He promises if he can't sell it, he buys it. So get going. 972-325-6644. 972-325-6644 or getsold.net. Now, not only will he do that on the market, but there's an instant buyout program right now. They can give you an offer today without even listing the home. Best part is in a lot of areas throughout North Texas, you're getting full market value without even listing the home, not worrying about showings and stuff. So if you're really ready to move fast, go for the instant buyout program. 972-325-6644. Ask about it at 972-325-6644 or getsold.net.
Message and data rates may apply.
Hello.
Happy birthday!
Oh, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
We have a surprise for you.
It's from both of us. Hair loss!
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to Bosley.
Just because your parents gave you hair loss doesn't mean you have to keep it. Bosley delivers the permanent solution to hair loss. For a free information kit, simply text the word GREAT to 543-543. Bosley is the world's most experienced hair restoration expert, always pioneering the latest technology. Our doctors are rigorously trained hair specialists, committed to giving you the permanent hair loss solution that's right for you. We treat your hair with unparalleled expertise and experience. Millions of men and women have come to Bosley for our permanent solution to hair loss. Now it's your turn. Give yourself a gift, a fuller head of hair. Get your free information kit by texting GREAT to 543-543. Plus, get a gift certificate for $250 off. That's GREAT to 543-543.
If you're an unincorporated business owner, it's too late for you. That is, if you've already been sued and lost your home, your car, and your family's life savings. But if you haven't been sued yet, there is still time to incorporate and protect your personal assets. And if you do it right now, you can incorporate in just 10 minutes because Incorporate.com is now giving away a free incorporation guide to all business owners. For your free 10-minute incorporation guide, call now 1-800-300-9596. Incorporation is the shield that protects your personal assets. Without it, you could lose everything. That's why at Incorporate.com, they just make incorporating or forming an LLC quick and easy. They don't provide legal or financial advice. If someone sues tomorrow, will you lose everything? Don't wait until it's too late. Hurry and call now for your free 10-minute incorporation guide while they're still giving them away for free. Call 1-800-300-9596. That's 1-800-300-9596. 1-800-300-9596.
More praise for author B.K. Dell's Mead Mountain.
Best book I've read in years. My heart has been so heavy with our world, I don't think I need to explain myself.
I've been seeking, praying, asking God, what can we do? What can any of us do? Today, I found the answer. God wants us to rescue his people, one person at a time. It's his job to look at the whole. Thank you, BK Dell, for this amazing clarification and for reminding me, one step, one person at a time, because they are worth it.
Available on Amazon or visit bkdell.com. That's bkdell.com.
Learn a little something at the start of your day. The Mark Davis Show. Mornings 7 to 10 on 660 AM. The Answer. Only for Texas. This is the Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number 866-660-5759, 866-660-5759 on the... Let's see. Let me see if I've got the other one. Yes, I do. Okay, fine. I got to put this over there. Just getting a few things organized. Got to get a few things organized. Fake service dogs. Really? Are you serious? Fake service dogs. Okay. Now, let me put those over there for Vicky, and off we go. One of the cool things, and there are cool things about the FBI, is that by and large, the FBI is apolitical. They deal in the factual world, especially the people, as we have determined, as we have learned, the people who are not political appointees. National Review has published an article regarding the shooting at the Alexandria baseball complex where the Republican Party was practicing for the yearly congressional baseball game. Charles Cook is the author. He wrote it on the 21st, and I'm going there yesterday, so I'm going to read it for you today. I want you to hear this. The FBI has published a brief report on the shooting in Alexandria. It is devastating to the idea that the gun control measures presently coveted by the Democrat Party would have somehow done something to prevent the attack. Over the past 2 decades, Democrats have focused on 3 major proposals for gun reform. They are, 1, all private transfers should be contingent upon a federal background check. 2, that firearms that look a certain way should be classed as an assault weapon and prohibited from sale. And 3, that civilians should be forbidden from buying magazines that hold more than 10 rounds. None of these proposals intersect with what happened in Alexandria. This is what the FBI reports. Hodgkinson moved to Virginia in March of 2017. He came from Belleville, Illinois. He told family members that he was traveling to Washington, D.C. He did not provide any additional information on his travel. FBI analysis of Hodgkinson's computer show a Google search of truck stops, maps, toll-free routes to the Northern Virginia area. Prior to his travel, local law enforcement in Belleville had been called to Hodgkinson's residence due to complaints of target practice he was conducting on his property. Local law enforcement requested he keep the noise down, but determined Hodgkinson was not in violation of any local laws. Hodgkinson's prior criminal record included a charge of domestic battery in 2006. Evidence collected thus far indicates Hodgkinson had been in the Alexandria area since March of 2017. It then confirmed where and how he obtained his weapons. The investigation thus far determined that Hodgkinson purchased his SKS 7.62 millimeter caliber rifle in March of 2003 and a 9 millimeter handgun in November of 2016 legally through federal firearms licensees, FFLs. The investigation has determined that there were cartridges found to be chambered in the SKS rifle, and the FBI's evidence response team found that 9mm and 7.62 millimeter shell casings on the scene. The SKS rifle was modified to accept a detachable magazine, and the original stock was replaced with a folding one. That means that Hodgkinson bought the guns in Illinois, where he was resident. Why does this matter? Well, because before they knew anything about the case, many in the press reflexively tried to use the incident as an argument for stricter gun control. The Atlantic's David Frum, for example, immediately went on an error-laden tear about Virginia's gun laws, which he considers to be too lax, and then took to proposing some sort of common sense reforms the Democrat Party has been so impotently trying to sell. But as the FBI confirms, this reaction was ignorant. For a start, the guns weren't bought in Virginia, they were bought in Illinois, which has some of the most strictest gun laws in the country. And they weren't purchased privately, illegally, or without attendant background checks, but legally through federal firearms licensees that are obligated under federal law to run checks. Moreover, Hodgkinson only got the weapons after he obtained an additional possession and purchase license of the sort that more extreme gun control advocates want to see mandatory for all states. Put it another way, Illinois has stricter rules than even Barack Obama endorsed. It quite literally licenses, take two, it quite literally licenses all gun owners in the state. And those rules make no difference in this case. This is typical. The errors don't end there. Frum and company also berated Virginia for being among the 40-plus states to permit open carry. But Alexandria, where the shooting took place, doesn't permit open carry. A fact that prompted one of the most hilariously convoluted arguments I've ever seen in my life. Others talked about both assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, but as the FBI notes, the firearm used was an SKS in 7.62 millimeter, which has never been classed as an assault weapon, and which wasn't included in the ban obtained from 1994 to 2004. Further, when he bought it, Hodgkinson's SKS was unable to take high-capacity magazines at all. Rather, it came with an internal 10-round box magazine. Per the report, Hodgkinson seemed to have been able to modify it to take external magazines after the purchase, a change that raises the fair question of how effectively any at-sale restrictions can really be in stopping the determined. Either way, even after he modified it, there's no evidence that Hodgkinson introduced a larger than a 10-round external magazine, that's standard for the modified SKS, or if he did, it had any effect on the outcome. That's amazing because I heard he fired something along the line of 60 shots, which means that he made 10 magazine changes. Yeah, I originally thought that he had the SKS that had the typical Eastern Bloc 30-round mag, which, by the way, is, he'd make one magazine change. No, he made 10 of them. Wow. Or 6 of them. I'm sorry. He made six magazine changes. Well, technically, actually, he made 5 because he already had one in the weapon. It may be that Hodgkinson should not have had another weapon. He should not have been permitted to buy a handgun in 2016 because he was a domestic abuser. But that's not true either. The FBI report confirms Hodgkinson's prior criminal record included a charge of domestic battery in 2006. Note the key word, charge, not conviction. I understand that that's an emotive issue, but we presumably don't want to start taking away people's rights on the base of accusations, right? There are a lot of terrible men out there who do unspeakable things to women. Perhaps Hodgkinson was one of those. Perhaps he was not. Either way, unless a person has been convicted of a crime, he remains innocent under the law and must be treated by the state as such. Due process matters, and I hope our self-described liberals are not going to abandon their commitments to those simply because they dislike the Second Amendment. Now, there may be people who say, fine, I don't want these sorts of minor changes. I want to get rid of all the guns. That's fair, but extraordinarily naive. Because we need to separate the argument that from the ones that we actually hear. Repeatedly, conservatives such as myself are told that confiscation and outright banning are red herrings and straw men and NRA lies. And that which is being proposed is merely common sense gun control. No such thing. Specifically, we are pitched on the ideas I mentioned above that they're sold as means by which incidents such as this one will be prevented. Well, those ideas didn't have anything to do with this incident. And those who are honestly limiting their ambitions to them need to stop for a moment and acknowledge that. And if they're really talking about something else, well, they should acknowledge that too. I agree completely. Brilliant. Brilliant. France has draconian gun laws. Yet Charlie Hebdo managed to be a battle zone for people with AK-47s. This is not going to go away simply because somebody gets an idea that it's better to have a huge number of people totally defenseless. The simple case of the matter is that people who do not give a tinker's damn about the law will arm themselves regardless of what the law says. Besides, you want people to have guns. You simply want people to have guns. How many terrorist attacks have happened in London in the last 2 months? 3 or 4? How many people are dead? 20? 20 people are dead? I mean, there are probably close to 60, 70 people that are badly injured. But these guys, you know, those guys at London Bridge, they brought knives to a gunfight. If that had happened in Texas, it would have been over before they had a chance to stab anybody, probably. And that's because we, the people of the United States, have the Second Amendment. We live life in a war zone. The enemy soldiers involved in the war on terror are not fighting the United States Army. They're fighting the United States people. They're fighting the people of England, the people of France, the people of Germany. They're fighting those people directly. They're engaging them. They have the only army in the entire war. Everybody else is a civilian. They're trained. By and large, we're not. The British government is telling their people to run and hide. Run and hide. That's the best they've got? Yeah, that's the best they've got. I can't help but believe that if indeed there was a Second Amendment in Britain, that those terror attacks would probably have had a different outcome. And what if 4 or 5 people had engaged those gunmen coming out of Charlie Hebdo? What if they had been shot to death on the street minutes after they finished their evil work in the offices upstairs? No, we the people of the United States, in an effort to form a more perfect union, providing for the health and happiness of ourselves and our posterity, did indeed see to it that the Second Amendment exists in the constitutional papers of the United States of America. And those people that would take this unalienable right and for whatever reason want to get rid of it, please, by all means, if you choose to stand defenseless before the maelstrom, by all means do so. But when the lead starts flying, I suggest you get behind me. And it wouldn't hurt to say thanks afterwards. This is the Wells Report.
Mike Gallagher, The Mike Gallagher Show.
I was encouraging you to go out and vote in Georgia's 6th, but something else happened yesterday. There's something that I think is a little bit unanticipated. This has been a huge game changer for President Trump. Momentum is important. He has had a lot of wins at his face. Suddenly, he's got some wind at his back.
The Mike Gallagher Show, weekday mornings at 10, right before Dennis Prager at noon on 660 AM. The Answer. How will the future affect the money decisions you make now? Find out Saturday morning with Jerry Tuma and John Criswell on Smart Money. Smart Money will bring you the latest information regarding financial markets and what it means to you and your investment and retirement portfolio. Not knowing could be costly. Smart Money, a voice of experience and integrity, with Jerry Tuma and John Criswell. Saturday mornings at 8 on 660 AM. The Answer.
This is Lon He Chen of the Hoover Institution for Townhall.com. Republican Karen Handel's victory in the special election in Georgia's 6th congressional district will generate a lot of punditry and spin. Democrats will argue that they got a lot closer than they should have in a district that Republican Tom Price, now the Secretary of Health and Human Services, won by 23 points less than a year ago. Republicans will respond by noting that their opponents poured $30 million into the race, and yet the Democrat wasn't able to do any better than Hillary Clinton did in losing the district to Donald Trump last year. Both sides are right to some degree. That's why it's hard to draw too many conclusions about what this means for the midterms next year. There are many political lifetimes to be led between now and then, and intervening events will impact voters' opinions over the next 17 months. We'd all be well served to take a deep breath and let it all unfold. Predicting the future never has been a very good business to be in anyway. I'm Lon He Chen.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
I'm telling you right now, it's awesome. I was trying to get my blood pressure regulated, okay? And like after 3 days of taking this thing, my blood pressure went back down to normal. I am ecstatic. I am so happy with this stuff. It is my savior.
This was the first summer that I have not had to have a steroid shot to help me to breathe.
The reason why I'm taking it because I've got Hep C. Once I began taking your stuff, it took a few months, but believe it or not, my liver enzymes are way down and it's normal now. It works.
The new challenge will allow you to receive 2 months of Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies free, and we'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
It's the most effective product that I've ever bought in my life, but I should have ordered it like 15 years ago.
Do you have low back or neck pain? Does it run down your arms or your legs? Do you have a bulging or herniated disc degeneration, or spinal arthritis? Even worse, have you been told you need back surgery or injections? If you answered yes, then please listen to what I have to say. My name is Dr. Chad Vines, DC, at Genesis Back and Neck, and I use the most advanced spinal decompression system available, the DRX 9000, to correct back problems just like yours. We don't use addictive drugs, and we don't use any type of dangerous invasive surgery for these problems. Spinal decompression is safe, FDA cleared, and it's not painful, and has about an 86% success rate. We accept most insurances, and your first visit will be at no charge. You will sit down and visit with me personally until I've answered all of your questions. And if you're a candidate for decompression, you can try out the treatment all at no charge to you. So if you're ready to not hurt anymore and don't want to have surgery, call me at 817-328-1922. That's 817-328-1922, or online at mylowback.com.
94.9 KLTY's Celebrate Freedom 27 from Interstate Batteries.
A day of fun for your family with Crowder, Matthew West, Britt Nicole, Holland, and more.
Saturday, June 24th at South Fork Ranch. Get your official Celebrate Freedom 27 memorabilia and more at CelebrateFreedom.com.
Sponsored by Interstate Batteries, Dallas Baptist University, Feed My Starving Children, Cornerstone Staffing, Care Now, Splash Kingdom, North Texas Chevy Dealers, and 94.9 KLTY.
Sean Hannity here from my friends at Generator Supercenter, the great American story. Now, this started in 2005 with two brothers selling and repairing generators out of their garage in Texas. Today, they are the #1 Generac dealer in the nation. #1 means more savings for you. When the power goes down, keep your home or business up and running with a Generac standby power system from the Generator Supercenter. Financing available, payments as low as $100 a month. GeneratorSupercenter.com. That's GeneratorSupercenter.com.
Listen to us live on iHeartRadio, 660 AM. The Answer. Now, more of the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. It would be apparent that free speech is dead in Europe if it ever existed at all. A man in Scotland currently faces a year in prison for an offensive YouTube video. Police in Britain are scouring social media for xenophobic responses to terror attacks. 23 police departments were deployed across 14 German states to enter the home of 36 suspected hate posters and confiscate their internet-connected devices. This according to a press release from the German Federal Police. Police apparently focused on political hate speech and moved against 2 left-wingers and 1 from the Reichsbürger movement, a movement that believes the current German government is illegitimate. According to Abendzeitung, police arrived at one man's house in Munich at 6 a.m., confiscated 2 of his cell phones. The 23-year-old was accused of commenting that gays should hang themselves underneath a Facebook photo of 2 men kissing. In Berlin, police raided the homes of 9 suspects, confiscating their laptops and cell phones. Germans can receive up to 5 years in prison for hate posting. Wow. The executive producer of the Wells Report is Vicki Stifler. Technical director, conductor of the Wells Report Orchestra is Magic Matt Swinney. My name is John David Wells. God bless you and yours. We'll see you again tomorrow for another edition of the Wells Report.
Are you tired of exposing your retirement to stock market risk? Are you tired of paying high fees and commission even when you lose your money? How would you like to have guaranteed growth and a lifetime of income you could never outlive? Then join Brian Baker for the Smart Money Radio Show every Saturday at 5 p.m. Brian is an expert and can give you the answers to those questions and will teach you how to be smart with your money. That's Smart Money Radio with Brian Baker every Saturday at 5 p.m. right here on 660 a.m. The Answer.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML mortgage banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
I used to play a lot of sports in college, but when I got older, my legs started to burn and ache, making it hard to work out. Then I noticed those varicose and spider veins. I couldn't believe it. I thought this only happened to my mom and her friends.
The professionals at Vein Clinics of America have performed over 1 million personalized procedures for their patients, making them the largest, most